What's up YouTube? Welcome back to Reviews Unplugged. My name is Oscar, and one more week has come and gone and another deck has failed. So we have a couple of upgrades to go and look over. But before we even get started with that, I would like to say a quick shout out to the Sacramento Game Castle. This is the only place you can currently play in basically all of Northern California. So go off if you are in the local area. Show them some support. They're going to have the unlimited Welcome to Wraith boxes, they said, this Saturday. So I would say November 14th. Go off and see if you can pick up some boxes from them. They're really great people. And I'm not saying they do, but they might still have a couple of cold foil promo cards for attending and going, so that's a really good perk to get. So let's just get straight into it, guys. So this is the deck build that we did last week. It went pretty good. I mean, the mechanics of it was really solid. It's not a one swing kill deck that I've seen. This is more of a continual kind of damage where you're going to be working down your opponent, and then you're going to be attacking with both Rune blade damage and physical damage all together, kind of putting on the pressure of them having to use their null rule armor and pitch some cards to defend that, plus play some cards from hand to defend your attack. But there are certain flaws that I see here. I mean, I think with the upgrades we're going to be running, this deck is going to be a lot better. So let's get started and go to the Spellblade Strike. I seem to be, yes, I'm running 2 yellows and 1 blue. I'm going to completely get rid of both of these cards from the deck. The reason why is that Spellblade Strike, it creates 1 Rune chant token, and in the color variants that I'm running, it's not really pressuring your opponent that much. So I'd rather just get rid of it and do some of the replacements that we're going to be looking at later on. Next up is that Amplify the Arcanite. I'm only running 1 variant of it, and I'm only running it in yellow currently. So I think running it in red and that blue is more effective because of the larger amount of damage and the larger amount of pitch value. This yellow variant, it's good. I still think it's really good because of the ability that the Rune Chant tokens that you have reduce the cost of this card. But I think we can use this condition on the other 2 variants better. Next up, we're gonna get rid of Read the Ruins. This is just a yellow variant. It creates 2 Rune Chant tokens and does nothing else other than that for you. It's pretty much the end of a combo chain for you. Like if you're gonna attack and then attack with a go again ability and then place this card down, that way you would create 3 Rune Chant tokens because of your hero ability and the 2 that are created. But once again, I feel there's better cards out there for us to use the pressure our opponent and still make Rune Chants. So then next up, we're completely going to get rid of the Ruin Flash. Now this is also a really good ability. I do like the go again effect of it, so I might later on bring it back into the deck. But currently, I mean, it just kind of swings really low in effectiveness for that 4 strike, but it does have that ability of reducing the cost of this attack, and you gain the go again. So this in combo with the card that we just took out would get you a lot more Rune tokens. But since we did get rid of the other one, I would say we'd have to get rid of this one at the moment. Maybe return it back in just 2 variants, just 2 cards, 1 red, 1 blue later on, but we keep moving on. Next up, we have oh, actually I've already taken that card out of here. Oh no, it's all the way at the bottom here. So the blood spill in yellow, we're gonna just completely get rid of that in yellow because we're running the blue, and later on you'll see that we're gonna be adding the red variants instead. The big mistake of this deck is really sitting right here, this demolition crew. The only reason I actually added the demolition crew into the hand was because a lot of these cards do have a cost of 2 or more, and even though they don't cost that much to cast because of the effect of reducing the cost of this card by as many rune chants as you currently have, that was the only reason I was really running this, and also because I don't like just running the hero specific cards, but with the Rune Blade hero, I really feel like you should just run Rune Blade. I mean, I am running a single life for a life, and I probably would want to stack up more life for lives when I do get more of them. But as far as Demolition Crew, I don't think it's a really good fit for this deck or really any other deck. So if you guys have a deck that utilizes Demolition Crew and does use it effectively, let me know. That dominate effect was pretty much what I was going for with this, is just to swing heavy and use dominate. But I mean, even the choices I made, I should have ran it red if I was really gonna try to fulfill that condition. So we're just gonna completely get rid of it out of the deck right now. Next up is Drawn to the Dark Dimension. This card is pretty good. I would say it does pair really well with other cards that, like the Time Snap Potion, that I currently don't have in this deck, but I will run because it gives you a draw effect. But other than the draw effect, and maybe at the end of a long combo chain, it'd be effective, but we're gonna get rid of them altogether. Next up is the Spellblade Assault. We're gonna get rid of the yellow variants. I was running 2 of them just to have a middle ground of that create 2 rune chant tokens. I still think that is a really good ability, but I don't think I need to oversaturate my deck with it, especially since we can run it in red and just pressure more damage for that card, and we are already running the maximum amount of red. So let's start adding other cards that are currently not here. So one last swap that we're gonna do is we're gonna take out, oh actually that was wrong. So I was running 3 potions of strength, not 3 energy potions. Okay, we're gonna get rid of one of the potions of strength just to add a time snap potion. The time snap potion is going to be very conditional. The use of this, basically how I would run it, is set it and forget it. We would place down the time snap potion at a previous event. We would break the time snap potion, then use the Tomb of the Arknight to gain go again and place two cards on the top of the deck, 1 attack action and 1 non-attack action. Then destroy the crown to check if those 2 cards are at the top of the deck, which we've already set that up, and if they are, they come to the top of the hand, and then we still have 1 action to go. So that would build up a good attack for the next phase. So that's going to be a one-time condition, so I only want to run 1 single time snap potion to fulfill that. Next up, we are adding 3 of this Maruvian with the skies, this card right here with the castle and everything. We're going to be adding 3 variants, and this is because it fulfills the beginning of your hero abilities condition. Basically, you place this ruin action, and then you place an attack action, and then you can create a ruin chant token on top of whatever other effects. And this really helps out because it gives you 3 more ruin chant tokens also created from the next attack. Next up, we are returning back to the blood spill. We got rid of the blood spill in yellow, and now we're gonna just be adding 2 in the red variants. So the next card that we're gonna be adding to the deck that I really didn't even know I owned is gonna be Rattle Bones. Basically what you can do with this card is you pull a card from your graveyard and banish it, and then you can play it this turn. And what makes this card really effective also is that if you have dealt arcane damage within this turn, you may play this as an instant. So you can just hit them with damage, play this as an instant, bring back another attack from your graveyard, and then attack again. So it's really effective as a continuing combo attack that your opponent may not even see coming. We're going to be adding Plunder Run into the deck. I only own one of these, and it basically, the next time an attack action card you control hits this turn, draw a card. If Plunder Run was played from Arsenal, the next attack action card you play this turn gains 3 attack, go again. Really effective if you can just play the long game and drop this to Arsenal, increase the power of something that's already very strong. So if you would be able to combo this attack with something like, where are you? 9th Blade of the Blood Oath. This is swinging for 9. You can combo that. Now you're swinging for 11. Plus, you're going to have Ruin Chant tokens built up, because there's no way you're going to be pitching 9 to cast this card. You would most likely already have built up anywhere from, 6 to 9 Ruin Chants, so that you can play this card very effectively. So if you can pull off that combo, that would be a very one-hit KO kind of combo to pretty much wipe out any enemy. Red variants of Oath of the Arknight. We're going to finish off adding 3 more of this card to complete the set. I just noticed that we are also running the blue variants of the Skies. If anybody can help me pronounce that, it would be really helpful. I'm just going to call it the Skies. And next up is Meet and Greet. This card was giving me so many problems, honestly, at the beginning of the game, because it does combo super effectively with other cards like that Sky that we were just talking about. If you can play that, play this, you will instantly be pressuring your opponent extremely hard, because if this card hits, you create a Ruin Chant token. If you played the Skies prior, you're going to create 3 Ruin Chants, and then on top of that, if you have dealt damage or arcane damage to an opponent hero this turn, Meet and Greet gains go again. So you can see how that all just combos back up to deal damage, gain go again, and create Ruin Chants for the next turn. Devastating. We are running 3 in red. Last up is a little minor detail that we're going to do, but it is very necessary. I'm just going to add 1 more of the Reduce to Ruins. Very effective defense reaction card that if I had all 3 colors, I would probably be running, just because it'd be a defense action that you could play and create a Ruin Chant every single time, so that at least when your attack phase starts, you can have a minimum 1, so that you could pressure the opponent even more. So very effective. I would suggest running a full playset in every color. Alright guys, and the last upgrade that we're running on this deck is going to be adding Consuming Volition. We're going to be running 3 in red and 2 in blue, and this is going to be the last upgrade that we are running. And hopefully when we go to Game Castle in Fremont for the demo day, and if you guys are in the area, hopefully you guys can show up, because us showing support that we're really trying to build out the local scene here will have them at least less hesitant to buy product and have it in store and give us a place to actually play. And I do know that just from speaking from people in the Reddit, that a lot of us are in the Bay Area. So that, I mean, from any position in the Bay Area, it's like an hour drive to Fremont. So hopefully that's still a good time and place for all of us to meet up.